Hi, my luxury related girl from around the way, where we have culture, conversation, and community, y'all. And I am back with a video. Zeus Network, Baddies South. Girl, no. Baddies West. Can I ever get that right? Baddies West. The name of this episode is called Messy Bestie. I don't know the number, but somewhere in the title. Before we hop into the reviews, because that's how I do over here, I need you all to like and subscribe because it helps me greatly, and I'm trying to continue to grow on the YouTube platform, period. Let's just hop right into it. Zeus gives us a recap like they always do. They're gonna be consistent with that, and then boom, thrust it right back into the bullshit. They at the dinner table, and Stunner girl, she is stepping on their necks. I want to fight when we get back to the house. Run me my fate when we get back to the house. Run me my fate. Tommy is telling Biggie to shut up, stop talking to her. You know where we from? We from the East Coast. Like, we don't do a whole bunch of that talking. Stunner like, yeah, shut up. You better shut up. Stunner, she know how to do it. She really know how to tap dance underneath these girls' skin. And Biggie just sitting there mad like, no, because I don't do this. Like, I don't do this. Biggie must have been really high because, like, her energy was so low. It was just like, girl, I'm high, I want to eat. Rolly just sitting there looking. Stunner's going off like, you don't even act like this. When the camera's not rolling, you don't even talk Spanish, girl. You're playing, you're performing. And Rolly started laughing a little bit. I don't know if y'all peeped that. Rolly started laughing. Yeah, she's like, yeah, you only speak Spanish when the cameras come on. Like, you're a character, bitch. You're a character. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. This is what Stunner was on, girl. She was really coming for her because you know how them Spanish people be. You cannot say anything about their Spanish, girl. They ready to go up top. So Biggie was just like, you know, trying to hold it together, and she was like, nah, that's corny. And then Rock came over and tried to, like, you know, piece it up with Biggie, and she was just like, nah, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. Rock put her fingers in Natalie's mashed potatoes, and I feel like Natalie was a little pissed off, but she knew it was like TV. So she kind of let it slide, I think. But I think she was really mad about that. And obviously, Rock and Natalie get into a physical altercation. And I feel like this is a part of what's brewing to come. Biggie just staring at her with the mean mug. She's like, what are you looking at? What, you want to take a bite of me? What, you want to eat me? Like, you know, they just back and forth. It's not going to be any resolve between Biggie and Stunner, like, obviously. He tries to put the girls back together, and then they kind of cheers and go on to separate buses because the beef is real, honey. So the girls are separated, and Lois on a, you know, bus talking to her crew, and she like, girl, all of this stupid unnecessary beef, I feel like we can take this tour, we can do this forever. Like, I'm trying to get to the bag this way. Like, if we all come together, we can run a tour, which I understand. Like, I'm all for big picture and longevity. Like, I am for that. But I think Lo was the only one that's like on that wave. And then Biggie like comes out of the little sleeping cabin like, yeah, like, I want to eat and I want people to eat, but everybody can't eat at my table, period. I'm not dealing with her. I don't like her, and she's standing on it. And the other bus, we got Stunner, Stunner, Rock, Nat, and yeah, Rolly was there. Rolly was just like, I just want to kind of, you know, just feeling, you know, like trying to just get to know you. I feel like you're not a part of any of the scenes. You're not really enjoying this experience, and I hate that for you. I feel like Rolly is truly emerging as, well, she's already been a fan favorite, but she is truly emerging as like a different type of personality that we've seen sucking down bananas and, you know, doing splits and all types of things. Like, we're really seeing not the character Rolly, but like who she really is, and I'm here for that. Rock is just saying like, you the problem child. She's like, it's not my fault though. And Rock was just like, yes it is. It's your fault. They arrive to the club, and the club looks lit. The club looks like dangerously lit. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're getting mad love. And Natalie said they had to set up barricades, you know, in order for them to go in. And you know, Natalie's on the microphone. She's introducing everybody. And you know, I feel like when she was introducing all of the baddies, Rolly got a lot of love outside of Prashon. Rolly gets a lot of love from the fans. I really love that for her. You know, just again, speaking on her star rising, and just her star quality is just growing, and it's relatable to a lot of people. I feel like we're starting to see that more. Then the last baddie that she introduces, well, Natalie and Tommy both introduce each other. Okay. And then we have Krishan as the last person to be introduced. And I feel like, not for nothing, but y'all always like to say, oh, Rock is just this and the third. She, you know, Baddies is going to go without Rock or not, which I do agree with. But y'all do understand that, you know, she's that girl when it's coming to the party scenes. Like, you know what I mean? People want to party and turn up with her because they know she's a vibe. Okay, no pun intended. And she's about that Casamigas, Respado, let's get drunk, let's get high type of life. So we want to go to the club and party with her. So she, you know, introduces Rock last, okay, catch that. And then she goes to perform first. When I heard that she was performing first, I already knew what that plan was. As a viewer, not even knowing these girls, I knew that she was about to skate up out that club and go be with Blue. But Tommy's in the confessional. It's like, yeah, well, you know, Krishan said she wanted to go first. That's fine. You know, I don't care as long as I'm last. You know, I'm the headliner, so she can go ahead first. And I'm just like, Tommy, the delusion, baby. Tommy is great with her own, and she's giving us fashions. Beautiful girl, beautiful gowns, okay? She's not bigger than Krishan in terms of star power and relevancy. I can see Krishan really cleaning up her act, being brand ambassadors for, you know, Fenty, CoverGirl, like real major endorsements if she gets it right. Just the delusion. I mean, you have to be delusional to be in the start, like the limelight to some degree, but Tommy's delusion is crazy. So as they're performing, or before they start performing, Rolly is like, wait, hold the fuck up, it's not that serious. It's a girl, she look like she can't breathe, and she's like, I can't have this, you know, not on the Baddies West, not on none of that, not with me performing, like, you know what I'm saying? I really appreciate Rolly with that. Like, she letting it be known, like, she not with none of that. And she locked and loaded with Zeus, for real. She like, I don't want that to happen on me. I don't want that to happen while I'm with Zeus. Like, I'm protecting the brand and I'm protecting life, because for real, like she said, it's not that deep, y'all. Calm down and relax when y'all in these tight spaces, and just be, you know, genuine, like genuine decent humancy. I can't fucking say it. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Like, what the fuck? So we see the meet and greet, and they're all like, yeah, I had a chance to meet my fans, and I'm excited for that, this and the third. And then all of a sudden, you know, they're on a bus. They caught a flight to Oregon, and that's where they are at. And we didn't see none of like the after the club of Arizona, and I feel like I wanted to see that. You know what I'm saying? Even like, you know how like on Bravo, if the girls are traveling, if the ladies are traveling, they'll do like some little cell phone footage or something like that. They could have just gave us that just for like the continuity's you know, sake. Like, you know, I'm big on that, y'all. So like, you know, little cell phone footage of them on an airplane or something to let us know whatever. We just see them straight from the meet and greet now into a new city. Like, girl, no, we need a little bit more than that, Zeus. And normally y'all come with it. I don't know what that was about. So they on a bus, and it's seeming like the girls are really close. It seemed like they're really kind of just relaxed. Like, the vibe was cute. You know, they started talking about DJ Sky butt, and she was like, I don't know if her butt is real. I don't think it's real, but you know, when I first met her, she said it was real. So whatever the case may be. And y'all all know, we all know that like this whole real butt, fake butt thing is a play on words. It's not shots, it's silicone. It's not shots, it's a fat transfer. It's not this, it's a that. Like, girl, Sky got some work done. Good work. And if she did, okay, great. Like, you know, it's cute. It's a cute body. Like, and it is not overdone. I don't know if the legs match in the way that I feel like they should, but you know, it's cute. And follow me on Instagram, y'all. And I like that for Sky. They all talk about it. Sky comes into there and takes off her clothes, and she's like, yeah, look at it. You know what I'm saying? You can look and see. Like, you know, whatever. Do y'all think the girl butt is real? And what I mean by real is she hasn't had any work done. You know what I'm saying? She did something. She did some wood therapy, cavitations, or some transfers, or somewhere along the lines. That's what I think. I want to know what y'all think. Then we started talking about the show. Once we started talking about the show that was coming up, Krishan was like, oh, I'm going first this time, or whatever. I want to go first again. And Natalie was like, oh no, you're not going first, because the last time you went first, you just left, you never came back, and this, that, and third. And Krishan was like, what you mean? I had to go get another bag. Like, me and Mike had another show, and I dipped out of there. That's why I left. That's why I went first. I already knew that. Like, we already knew that play. Natalie, you all late to the game. Now you all like, oh, you can't go first. So she can't go first. She can't go last. It's just all of these issues. And Krishan is just getting frustrated. Like, girl, I don't know what you're talking about. And Tommy was like, well, you can't be mad at her for going to go get no other bag. You can't be mad at nobody for going to get no other bag. And that's just point blank in the period. So Natalie, they're all like sitting with each other. Tommy and not Tommy. Scotty is on the other side of the bus, and she's playing and you know dropping it like it's hot and doing all of this and doing all that to the other girls, and up to Stunning Girl, as a matter of fact. And in the meantime, like, the shit is brewing with Natalie and Krishan. So Natalie takes ginger ale out of Krishan's hand, and she like, what you doing that? Like, what you doing that for, bro? Like, what you mean? Like, this is my chaser. She was like, oh, well, I just took it. Like, this girl's always playing like, da, 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 da. This, like, she tried to play it off, and she was like, nah, I want that. So Tommy was like, did you just take that from her? And she was like, yeah. She was like, give her back her chaser. Give her back her chaser. And Tommy, and then she was like, okay, Mother Goose. Okay, Mother Goose, talking to Tommy. This was Natalie. So she getting upset. So she like, nah, bro, cause like, you know, Natalie, you look cute, you got your makeup done and you pretty, like just stay like that, or whatever the case. So Tommy made a face like, oh, okay, like I know what that means. And she like, what? So Natalie gets up, like, here, take your chaser. We want this chaser so bad, this and the third. And she was like, well, did you want some? Was you gonna share it with me or whatever? She was like, I might have wanted to share it with you. Like, it is what it is. Like, okay, cool. So they get the beefing. And y'all all know, like, Natalie starts screaming, and Krishan's a mumble talker. I could barely understand what the fuck's going on. So I'm gonna give y'all my you know, breakdown of it. And she took that chaser. Rock said you was being too aggressive. You know, stop playing with me like that. Like, don't do that to me. And instead of Natalie being like, all right, yeah, cool, she kind of like doubled down. It was like, oh, you're being corny, this, that, and the third. But she was already feeling some type of way. So when Natalie comes back over to Krishan's area, like, you made me feel some type of way 5 times today, and I'm gonna tell you the 5. So she's like, all right, you want to hear me? Want to hear me? So they like trying to talk. So she's like, yeah, go ahead, go ahead. I said that, oh, my knees was hurting or whatever. And you're gonna say, oh, that's because you old. Girl, the whole bus fell out. Like, Natalie, baby, that's what you coming with. Sister, like, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so what, you got old jokes, you got young girl jokes. Like, you call her young, little girl, baby girl, you do all of that all day long. So when one time she calls you old, you got an issue? Be for real. So she was like, oh, and I'm 37 years old and I'm rich, and I just hope that you can make it to this point and be 37 and still that girl and still rich and still on top, which all for it. Natalie has a point, like, you know, how Krishan is going and moving. I hope she make it to 37 too. Shit, me and you watching, like, you know, people take life for granted, for real. People are not here with us, and they do far less. You get what I mean? You just never know when it's your time. So I'm never gonna be like, oh, you old, or you this or you that. And I'm gonna just break it down to y'all quickly. Like, when you're in your 30s, it feels old to somebody who's in their 20s. So when I was 20, I had a girlfriend, and she had turned 28, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, you know, like, I know I was talking ignorant, like, I remember that. But you grow and you realize, oh damn, it's not that old. It's all relative. You feel what I'm saying? A 20-year-old is old to a 15-year-old. You feel what I mean? And not for nothing, we're all aging. Nobody's out here preserving in perfect health. Like, nobody is, you know what I mean? Nobody is not aging. And then also too, time is an illusion. Like, I just really feel like it's the person, like how you carry yourself and how you feel. Girl, I'm 37 and I'm lit and I'm getting it. I don't know. I know a couple 37-year-olds who look real old and who is looking like, not like Natalie. You feel what I'm saying? So if somebody is calling you old, so what? So what? You know what I'm saying? I'm young to somebody, I'm old to somebody. It just really depends on where you are at in life. And like the girls who be 21, 22, 23, girls 25 come quick, and after 25 is 28 and 30, and then you're 30, and that still doesn't mean that you're old. Like, I feel like when women do it to each other, it's the ugliest, because men are already gonna do it. Men can be 60 years old, oh, that nigga still player, oh, he's still like this. But when it's us, oh, that bitch is like, nah, like, it is what it is. You a young girl, I'm seasoned, and I'm still you on my platform. What you saying? That don't mean shit. Like, I wouldn't even care about that. I would not care about that. I would not care about that, because like, what's for me is for me. Old, young, and in between, it's nothing. And if y'all out here and y'all feeling like y'all starting to get a little old, because when I turned 30, I was like, oh god. And I thought about it like, girl, it's giving cute at 30. It's giving very cute. You feel what I'm saying? So moving around with that old age stuff, like, it's just not a thing. It's only a thing if you want it to be a thing. You feel what I'm saying? So that's all it is. But obviously, Natalie feels a way about that, because she let that sink in. She let that creep in. Like, I don't know why. So she like, oh my gosh. And so it kind of get a little bit heated. So Natalie goes onto the other side of the bus or whatever, and she goes on live. When she goes on live, Tommy was gassing it. Y'all ain't peeping. Tommy was gassing it. She was like, yeah, look, she look, add her, or whatever the case. Like, you know, try to add to the live. And she was like, she wouldn't allow her to get on the live. So she like, yeah, I'm about to go up there or whatever. So it was security guards in between them. Krishan like, yo, tell this nigga to move. Like, tell bro to move or whatever. So she comes over there and Natalie's on live like, yeah, ha ha ha, we about to da-da-da-da, this and the third. We're gonna be at the, you know, promoting the club, basically. Natalie comes, so Krishan comes over there and she kind of put the camera in her face and then she kind of like, you know, do a little 1-2. I didn't see it. Nobody really saw the smack because Stunner Girl ass, she walked right in front of it. Like, she blows my shit. She walks right in front of it. Not for nothing. I feel like, you know, that's Stevens grace for Natalie because I know that shit would have been on replay. I would have posted it in my video if I actually saw a smack, you know, a smack. She's like, you what, bro? You just smacked me? Like, that shit did not register to her. I guess she couldn't believe it. Everybody, like, she didn't have that energy right there in that moment. Then Kat starts to like try to calm her down. Security got her out of there. She like, that's it. Get that on my bus. She out of here. This, that, and the third. Like, I really want to see. Oh, finally, T-Mobile is calling me. Point blank period. The girl smacks her and then she gets off the bus and she's like, get her off the bus right now. Get her off the bus right now. And she just sit on the bus like, okay, you acting like I'm a child, so I'm going to continue to, you know, treat you like one or whatever the case, like, you know, blah, 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 blah. She gets off the bus. So Scotty tries to get off the bus. We've seen a little brief little snippet of next week's episode. Scotty gets off the bus to be like, you know, what's up? And Natalie gets to fussing and fighting and bopping, you know, bopping at Scotty. Like, why? Why is she doing that to the girl? But she said that she had seen Scotty on a video laughing and she felt some type of way. And obviously the Casamigos was on her. You know how it be when people get too drunk. It is what it is. Girl, this episode was a mess. I do feel like Natalie seems to be like, you know, poking when Krishan does something. Then it's like, oh wow, I can't believe you did that. But honestly, it didn't need to get physical to me. It's just gonna put you onto too much. You feel what I'm saying? You and your guy, you and your boyfriend, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't deserve that. It really just didn't. But then sometimes I feel like Natalie needs to know, like, girl, I will put my hands on you too, so don't do that. Don't do that to me. I don't know. I know a lot of y'all going to side with Rock. I know a lot of y'all are, because that's just how y'all do. Y'all messy. It is what it is. I want to know what y'all think. Drop down in the comments and let me know. Let's get the conversation started. As always, I'm sending you love and light, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.